You know who that is? It's Colonel Sanders' son. Didn't know he had a son, huh? Yeah, he's a doctor. He's not a colonel. Yeah, and he writes books. This is the study guide. Gosh, diggity dog, got it from Dr. David Jeremiah. That's not Colonel Sanders' son or grandson either. Let's see it again, just in case. No, this is That's the Holy Spirit, man. You better stop it. Scare me. Okay, so we're doing. We just finished Larry D. Harper's book, by the way. Oh, it's good. I love Larry D. Harper. He reminds me of J.D. Salinger. You got any Jack Daniels? No, I don't drink. Doctor, you. So we're reading the study guide about facing the giants in our life, and we're doing it very slowly, you guys. You know we are, but I mean this Dr. David Jeremiah stuff is a little addicting. He's like the drug dealer of biblical literature. I don't trust him. I get hooked. I get Doctor hurts on again. Well, don't do that no more. Not you, doctor, the other doctor. Well, I like the Word of God, too. But here's the thing, is that we're enjoying this as we do it. We read it, we do it. Now, we do too many, someone said. They said, you're doing too many, you're doing 5 a day. Well, that's 5 good chapters of the Bible a day. In addition to the other 5 chapters that we're reading, that's 10 chapters a day. What are you smiling about? Look at my daughter's picture. She's like, Okay, so the lonely sufferer. Wow, I'm guilty. Mr. Can. I didn't know Mr. Can was going to church. I saw him in church the other day. I said, Candy, what you doing here? There is the lonely sufferer who experiences the pain he cannot describe to anyone else. Sometimes that loneliness is in a busy place, like a hospital. You ever go to the hospital and you see them laying there? I just walk by the doors of those laying there. I'm going to convalescent hospital. I just think to myself, they're on a machine. They're dead. Let them die. It's costing this government so much money. To keep them alive for what? Can't you see they want to go to sleep? Their mouth is open wide. They want to go to sleep. They want to go to sleep. You're keeping them alive. They live full, productive lives. Why are you keeping them alive? No, you pull the plug, they're going to be with God. Makes no sense. Hospitals don't care because that's part of their intake. I care. Why do you have to feed them? Intravenous or intravenously feed them. They're real skinny, sucked up bones, and you pick them up, it's dead weight. Do you know that dead weight weighs more than you or I? Yeah. You say, how much does he weigh? Well, we really couldn't tell. Here, put him on this. 320 pounds. He's dead. You got skin and bones here, and you're telling me it weighs 320 pounds? That means it's dead weight. What don't you understand? You ever go weightlifting, when you're lifting weights, right? And you're not an analyst. You got barbell, weights that go on the side, and you're... That's called dead weight. Doesn't move, doesn't do anything, it's dead. There is a lonely sufferer who experiences a pain he cannot describe to anyone else, and sometimes that loneliness is in a busy place like a hospital. And one man wrote to me from his hospital bed, "It is when the lights go out and the room is suddenly plunged into darkness that the awful awareness comes. The traffic at the hospital goes on like an uncontrolled fever outside my door, but inside the room is so still. Loneliness can be compounded by suffering. Many suffer physically or emotionally in ways that cannot be described or be cured instantly. The loneliness Job felt was not just because he had lost his family, but because he was suffering physically in the midst of his loss. Well, Job lost a lot. I know. A lot of people say, TC, shut up. I'm not going to shut up. Explain a little bit of Job to you briefly here. Job was minding his own business. Job was a rich man. Job was prosperous. His children were prosperous, but his children were spoiled by him, as you can tell. Job decided to make a sacrifice from the children. The sons went to speak to the daughters. In those days, they had the right to do so. Today, that's incest. You might say something unavoidably, because his children must have been beautiful. His daughters must have been beautiful, because the sons had something to say about it. So they had one of the festival feasts, which they had 3 a year. And the sons invited the sisters to the one place gathering. And he had to make sacrifice for that. So might have told him, hey, can you worship this God here? God, we worship the I am. Wait a little while. So the festival goes on for actually over 7 days. One of the festivals is a 2-week expedition. So everything is prepared for everything. It goes on for well over 7 days, from what I understand. And we find that in these festivals, almost anything goes. Almost. We know that they get crazy. We know that they have a good time. And we know that they party their butts off. Some do, some don't. We know there's a party. Go ahead, Jesus, you speak. No, go ahead. You can talk. You seem to like to interrupt. Okay, so these things are sacred. We're not supposed to speak about them, but I am. Job was stripped of everything. Friends, wife, children. Then Job was granted all that and more. Have you suffered that today, like I am? Remember, God's not done with you. Cling to His name no matter what. Even if someone texts, hey, man, it's fucking life. Okay, so what? That's what God decided, not you. I'm TC Bible College Class of Campuses, and I bet you I am in the life.